Hello, 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 all my amazing, wonderful, fantastic machine heads. Yes, yes, yes. I'm in a great mood, so let's go. Welcome back, everyone, to episode number 5 on the Oaks Farm. We are in the process of continuing on subsoiling, but today we are going to spread some lime, and if we got some time, we're going to bale some grass bales for some silage. So let's get this bad boy going here. Let's get him from the last waypoint, and away he goes. All right. And then, sorry for the extra hyperness. I'm just in a really good mood. Hello, balloon. We finally got the other field subsoiled. It took me 3 hours to finish it at realistic speeds. And we're going to go grab ourselves some lime. Let me get this lime in the coconut. Now, as you guys can see, I have gotten rid of a lot of trees. They're the ones that were anything that has been overhanging on the roads, on the fields that we own, I have gotten rid of. So now it's a little bit easier. It is opening up nicely. It's the only thing that Briscoe would have not changed, because we're playing this as the map author intended, except for me personally, I wanted to get rid of the trees because I can't stand not being able to see on the roads. So as we work our way back to like fields 69, 68, 76, as we buy those, then we'll get rid of the trees. That's the rule I made, is as we work our way this way, okay, towards the bale sell point, we are then going to get rid of the trees just along the road until we get to the fields to work them. As you can see on the left-hand side, that field is ready to be limed, which is what we're going to do this episode. I've also made an amazing decision, just so you guys know, that once we get through this first day, okay, and we get everything seeded and everything planted, everything done on those 3 fields that we have to do, we are going to bump up the speed to 1x instead of 0.5. We're still going to try to do it where we only do one project for the day, but it'll move time twice as fast, because we're on episode 5, but we're going right along. I mean, we really are. And what I did, I'll show you guys here. Let me back up just a little bit more. This is my lime spreader, right? Yes, okay. Because my auger wagon looks the same. Field number 87, I'll show you, because I was waiting for him to get done subsoiling. Well, I'll show you on this one here, so I can move it. We own field 2. Where are we here? Right here. Field 2. So if you come down the road, come down here. This little baby grass field, I've already mowed it, and I started baling it. So once we get, I might set him off on course play. But I think I can mow it myself. You can see how I have 2 different courses. I have to clear both courses. We're going to come over, if we have time, we're going to lime this. If we have time, we're going to finish baling this. Bring the bales back over here and then wrap them. The other thing that we may do going forward is we may switch to a loading wagon and a fermenter. No, because we said we had no factories on this. So nope, can't do it. Gotta stick with bales. I think I might have had to pull that one out. Like, and let's see how much this is going to cost us. Okay, 2,000. That's not too bad. We had 32,000. All right, so I am going to lime this on my own so that we can actually move right along and keep going. And he's going to go, or she, don't know who they hired, He's going to continue to go at 3.1 miles an hour. Sorry, as I cough in your ear, but he goes right along now. Like, 3 hours to do a 38-acre field isn't too bad. It isn't. But you can see now the trees are gone here. I left the ones around the house because I figured we didn't own the house. I'm also going to... Let's get him right about here, and let's go. Let's go. Get him in a little closer. I'm going to use my vehicle control add-on when I get over. Thank you for all the wonderful, awesome messages that you guys were putting out. Somebody was like, I think it was Old Cranky said that there was no way he could play this slow. You make up for it, though, my friend. You make up for it. Like, for example, we're liming at 13 miles an hour, which is realistic. They fly when they're spreading lime. I know, I've watched them. Now, we never personally did it, but the co-op did it. And they fly. And the same thing with the solid fertilizer. They can go 14, 15. Now, also, I got to show you something real quick. I did some research, boys and girls, and anybody else who's watching. We got ourselves a new mower. Okay? Gonna hop the fence. We got ourselves, remember we had the double Elko mower? We upgraded. It's still only 10 meters wide, but we updated to the Class 1100. Now, this mower in real life just set a world record of 368 acres mowed in 8 hours at 19 miles an hour. Now, it was mowing alfalfa, and the guy that did the video recording did say that if you were mowing grass, you would slow down to probably about 10 miles an hour, which is what we set this up at. Okay? But if you're mowing straight alfalfa, this thing can mow up to 19 miles an hour, 10 meters wide. And it set a record in 8 hours. Apparently, Guinness Book of World Records has records where to see how much you can mow in real life. In an 8-hour period, and that's including traveling from field to field to field. And the person that did it used these very mowers here, 368 acres in 8 hours. I wanted to show you guys that because that is amazing. So we're going to use those, the world record beaters. For those of you who in the UK, that should be something to be very, very proud of because of the fact that they... It just won all kinds of awards, and it's a record setter, so it's that's pretty cool. You guys are amazing, and if you guys are in a good spot, if you guys are in a wonderful spot, please feel free to join the Fury Machine Gaming immediate family members. It's 99 cents a month, and it will gain you access to tutorials, videos, merchandise, and Let's Plays coming soon to a theater near you. Yep. So, for those of you who are like, I can't play this slow, this is driving me crazy, I can't play this way, just remember that, yes, you do go slow with certain things, but when you're making, like, lime or, and you're doing, or solid fertilizer, you can go right along. We're doing liquid fertilizer on this, and what we're going to do is we're going to, spray it at 6 miles an hour, which is quite fast, and it's a 12-meter wide, so it's going to go right along, you know? But just keep that in mind, everybody, and you do make up time. Now, your baler at 6 miles an hour is about as fast as you're going to be able to go. Baling is a tricky thing. I mean, if you have a straight open shot with a square baler and you're just going right along, you probably could go 8 or 9 miles an hour, but realistically 6. So, yes, when you're baling up straw, so what we may do now is we're going to switch it to where when we plant these in sorghum, probably, we're not going to turn the straw on anymore, so we won't have to bale this up. The only thing we'll ever have to bale now is grass bales, and at that point, you're just taking your time and getting them off the field when you can, because in this iteration of Farm Sim, there is no bale rot. So, as you can see, well, you might be able to see it, I've got some bales on the ground over there. They can sit there through the rain, snow, everything in-game. Now, realistically, we're going to get them wrapped up as quickly as we can, just because we want to honor the realism. But as you can see, we're not using much lime. We're not using much lime. So what happens is if you use precision farming and you buy the soil samples for the fields, and if you plow, that's the key. Is a lot of people don't plow. They just leave. They either no-till it or vice versa. You know what I mean? So if you plow, it wipes it clean. And as you can see, we're already almost fully around a 38-acre field and only used like 2,000. So and I'm overlapping quite a bit. What I'm going to do is when I get up to here, this straightaway here, then I'm going to, well, when we go right around the corner here, one more little zip here. Now, shut that down. And I'm going to go see what they want me to do. They want me to go like that. So that's what we're going to do. Whoops. I'll shut that off for a minute. And remember, too, guys, you don't have to lime every single inch of your field. You don't. You do, even if you miss a little bit, the nitrogen level is going to wash together anyways, for the most part. So, for those of you out there that are perfectionists like me, I want to cover every square inch. But if you are running short on lime, running short on money, that sort of thing, you know. And I think one headland would be just about right with this. I think so, because I'll do a little test here to make sure. We're going to go to here. Nope, we're going to need a second one because we're at the hedge line. So let's get her lined up, cranking around here. Do a second one, and then we're going to do this. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Here we go. And then we can, once we get this limed, we'll fertilize it. And then once we're fertilized, we will rock pick it and sell the rocks. Now, normally you would put down a factory that would make lime for you, but we are not allowed to have factories on this map. So we're going to just sell the rocks point blank. And also, starting next month, we're going to turn the rocks off. And the reason why is because you're not rock picking a field every single year. Now, what we'll do is we'll turn it off. Actually, no, we'll leave it on. But when it comes time to harvest this, then we'll turn it off so that we don't get rocks the next time around and go on and go for it. Now, if we subsoil again, which we can, we may leave it on and that sort of thing. But I'm excited because we are on episode 5 already. It is absolutely crazy how fast it's going. Oh, as you can see, it is Tuesday night. This video will release on Thursday. And then starting next Thursday, we will have a members-only video and a regular video. We'll drop 2 videos in one day. It'll be for you 14 members, unless we get a couple of more members by then. And we'll go. I'm going to put up on my community page for my members only. I'm going to put up on there the choices that you guys can pick. And then we'll go with that. And we're going to start a Let's Play, or we're going to start a tutorial system or a mod review or whatever you guys want. I'll give you a bunch of different choices for my members only, my brothers and sisters out there that want to see what they want to see. It's your choice. Since you guys paid the money, you guys get to choose what you want. And that'll start next Thursday, not this Thursday, not the 16th. It'll start the following week. Okay? And then we will be able to get you guys set up on an every Thursday and go from there. And I'll drop 2 videos. Now, the only thing that I'm going to tell you guys is for my members' videos, they will only be a half hour long. Or maybe even 20 minutes. Because I have to drop 2 videos that day. So I've already got an hour video going to be coming for our regulars. And for everyone, for that matter. And that's going to be an hour. So if I can whip off a 20-minute video for you guys. Oops. I forgot that shuts it off. that's the only thing. Let's try to keep it to like for the family member videos. Let's try to keep it to like 20 minutes, and we'll go like 5x speed if we do a let's play. If we do a let's play, we'll keep it at like 5x or whatever we can to just fly through stuff, and it won't be necessarily a realistic series. It'll be more of a fun series, but I'm going to give you guys some choices because you guys may want mod reviews. You may want tutorials on how equipment works. We're going to get the masses. Now, make sure you guys are voting, though, my members. Please, 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 because if you don't, I won't put out a video. If I only get like 1 or 2 votes, then I'm not going to put out a video. That's not fair. I mean, I just want you guys to vote. That's all. And that way you guys can see what you want. But on that note, let's switch gears to something different. Let's see. What do we got? What I got going on is this Let's Play. Obviously, you guys are fully aware of that. My Two Brothers series with my brother Gutterball. That's on Fridays and Saturdays. I play a personal Let's Play on Piney Acres, which I will be giving out an update video one of these years. And then I'm going to be starting, when this one's over, I've already got my next map picked out. We're going to be going to a map that I was already on once, but it has been updated and it is new version out. So we're going to put out a Let's Play on that one. Or I'll talk to my brother and see if he wants to do another version of it. The same as what we did. So I got to talk to him about that one because I may move on. I want to go back to a map that I did way back in the very beginning of Farm Sim 22. So I'm not going to give it away. And I apologize for all of those people out there that are going to be wondering what map I'm going to and wondering. I don't give out my ideas anymore until they come out. That was something that I decided after there was some people that kind of took some of my ideas after talking to me. So I just kind of keep it on the down low until it's out. All right, let's see where we got. Let's see. We're going to go down and start down here. Because I don't want to go across. I want to get it limed up in the coconut. We've used pretty good. About 50% to do 2 headlands. That's pretty good. I mean, we're rocking and rolling. We're going to have this field done. And like I said, next episode, you guys won't see me liming. I'll lime off camera to go do that one. And then we'll move on to something different. We're going to every day have something different. All right. There she is. And we'll get her squared up here. Now I can leave that on. Because when you're on the other line, it will not. It won't use any, so I can just leave it on now. Well, actually, no, because if you go off the field, it will work. Nice. Did I do the detect width? Right? No, I don't think so. No, it's just a tractor. Okay, so let's go detect width. There we go. There we go. Now she's a little bit wider. Get her squared up here and back her up. Okay, now she'll work. See, I've got the snap terrain angle on, and what it's doing is it's giving me, it puts it on a different angle. It puts it on the angle that it thinks it should be the best for you. Now, this probably won't hit this. But now we're not going to be overlapping too much. Like I said, I'm not worried about those little few pieces. Here we go. The Skeeter started. See, we're covering a lot of ground. A lot. I like it a lot. I like it. Episode 5. You believe that already, guys? Episode 5 is going to be in the books in about 40 minutes, and I got to check something real quick. I keep missing those corners, so I'm wondering if I got to go a lot wider. Like, see how far it's covering up here? Because it's not... Let's do this real quick. Let's come down here and do a third headland here, because it's missing on the angle, and I want to cover it as best I can. But you guys know how it works. You're going to lose the game sound, but you're not going to lose me. I got to make sure I am recording, and we are 21 minutes already. Woohoo! This is going super fast. And what's nice is our little subsoiler, our little worker over there, is going like a little bee. And that's really, really nice. That you can trust them. There, we'll just do this. Just so I have enough space to turn around. And then we'll get her squared up here. And boy, I tell you, we're rocking and rolling. We've got he's got to finish subsoil in there, and then, or it could be her. Then I'm going to send her down to field, or him down to field 83, get them started down there. I will go ahead and lime that off camera, and I will lime field 83 off camera, so we come back and we'll have to fertilize as much as we possibly can, and then we'll go from there. See, this way I can, there, get it back on track a little bit here. Whoops. Yeah, see, I gotta go back farther. See? See. Okay, that's not working. So this angle is wrong. So we're going to change that real quick here. Because it's going to continue to miss the corners. And I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. So we're going to go a different angle. We're going to go, I think it's left control and W or S. Something to, it's going to reset it. We'll try to get one going straight up and down here. Yeah, it doesn't like the angles on this map. So, let's, gotta find out. I forgot which one it was to. Let's go here and find out. What it is to reset it. Vehicle control add-on. Okay, control in C is settings. Control Alt and C is global settings. It should say reset. Reset gain. Alt and W. There we go. There. Now, let's get him set up this way. Get him set up on a course that is straight there. There we go. Now we can go straight up and down like we should have been doing to begin with. There. Now we're going. That's what I should have done to begin with, but nope, I let it, the angle handle it, and it just kind of started messing me up. I'm like, nope, let's fix it. Let's fix it. We can peek over at him as we're coming along. This will give us a nice square edge. And look at this. We are flying, everybody. We are flying. He's going, too. He's going right along, too. You should be able to finish this. Because now we can go all the way to here. And we can go all the way to there. Little chunks missed here and there, but for the most part, we're okay. We're getting her done. When I get done with this lane here, I will go and fill up with lime again. Nice. Put the cruise control on now. Well, I don't know. We might be able to get another row. Yeah. I think it's as long as it's above 2,000 when we get down there. It's going to be real close, but I think we can make it back up with another row. Let's swish and pray and hope. Should be real close, but we did a lot of this field with one tank. That's a lot. I got to buy a windrower too, but I can't do that yet. Because what I want to do is once all our fields are planted and everything, the only thing I want to make money with is eggs. And of course, silage bales. Silage bales and eggs, that's it. It's the only thing I want to make money with because we're growing our crops for our chickies. And trust me, when they get, that was 1,900, right? Yeah, so now we'll fill her up. Wow, he's going to be done too within this hour, pretty close to it. Little crickets. Nice. There's basically $5,000 that we spent. 2,500, 2,500, fit $5,000. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's back him up. Get him a good, nice run start here. Turn this back on. And let's go. It's like it's missing the corners, which is weird. But I don't know. It's a nice machine. I got this off the in-game mod hub. I think. Yes. Maybe. I don't remember where I got it. It might have been something Gutterball got me. There. Now I can just sit back and chit-chat. And as you can see where my trees are going, I work that way, and I'm going to work that way, getting rid of them. We're not making any money off them. It's a total complete loss, but It allows me to start selling stuff at the bale station when we get silage bales, and sort of things like that. I got to find out where we sell rocks at. I'm sure it's got to have a rock sell point. If not, I've got enough mods in my mod folder to put down a sale point someplace. I also am very excited to let you guys know that Mr. Briscoe himself, the map maker, posted a video of he did a drive around of this map in real life. So I will be posting a link to that in this description, just to let you know. I might actually post it in the previous one. But great shout out to him. I mean, great job. He said he was going to do it, and he did it, and he posted pictures on his YouTube channel, and I got permission to share them, and I'm going to share them and share them and share. This is a real place, everybody. This is a real place. The Oaks is a real live place. And Mr. Briscoe himself did a drive around, and it was a gorgeous day for him, and he took a bunch of videos, and he's been posting them, and he let me know he was going to do that. So hats off to him. That's exciting and awesome and amazing that he did that for us, to show you guys and show our family members here what it is in real life. It's great. Yeah, see how I went off the field a little bit? So it's missing the corners, which I guess half doesn't one another. But yeah, great job. I mean, it's funny because he drove. Now, granted, it's still winter time, so he's driving around and the trees aren't grown in, but you can see them. They are on the side of the road, and you can see that it is awesome. Yes, yes, yes. I made some homemade dip today, so I was monkeying around with that. We make ourselves our own, like, nacho cheese dip, where basically you put hamburger and you put like Velveeta cheese, then you put some taco seasoning and some onions and some peppers and a whole bunch of different stuff, maybe depending on how hot you want it, some hot sauce, and you put it in a crock pot, or the all-day cooker for some of the older people out there like myself. We called it the old all-day cooker, where you can set it up, and it's great because when you get it set up and it just goes in there, you don't have to do anything special with anything, not even the cheese. And then you just get yourself your choice of chips that you want to dip in it, and we put that. I put it literally on everything. I put it on French fries. I put it on baked potatoes. I put it, and it can be eaten plain. I've even used it in burritos as a topping. Oh man, it's just great. We made it for Super Bowl, and it was gone, so we made some more. And now we got a big batch of it. And it usually lasts, my wife and I, probably pretty close to like 4 days. It lasts forever. So, because you don't need much. It's so filling. You only need a couple of spoonfuls on your plate, you know, or whatever you're topping it with. And it's nice and cheesy and nice and meaty. It's great. It's great. It's just one of those things that I learned how to do when I was probably like 18 years old. Learned it from Pops. And that was back before they had all the newfangled cookeries that they got now. We just had an old-fashioned all-day cooker. Or AKA crock pot. But that, you know, that's just something that we do, and my wife cooks all the time, and I don't cook like her. She was a professional chef. I can't cook like her, but I can cook my own man stuff. So it's funny. It's funny. I have not talked to my brother today. I'm starting to Jones. We're getting ready to go into Wednesday. Whew, and then it's only a couple of days, and then it's Friday again. We're moving right along with that series, too. We're so excited. We have actually picked, finally, 2 maps that we can both stay on for an extended period of time. And that, you know, it's exciting. It's exciting. I've got tomorrow morning By the time you guys watch this, it'll be yesterday morning. We're going to say that because this is dropping on Thursday. No, actually, this is dropping on Friday. Because I've got a video already done that I did last night, episode 4, that will be dropping Thursday. And this one will drop Friday. So when you guys see this, 2 days ago. Yeah. So I'm excited, and my brother and I have absolutely picked 2 of the greatest maps that we can just sink our teeth into. I did notice that Big A was playing it quite a bit, and I told him, I said one day, he goes, oh, I'm having trouble deciding what maps. I said, dude, try this map. You will gonna love it. And he's fallen in love with it as much as I have. So, Mr. Briscoe, that's 2 people that are American that are absolutely loving this map. There's way more. There's way more. There's been a lot of people that have done things on it, but I don't think anybody's ever really done a fully extended Let's Play like I am. And like Big A is doing. I think it's coming down to people did a lot of reviews on it, which is how I found it. Watched some people do some reviews on it. So, you know, those reviews have their places. But I know that when you commented on it, you said that you were excited that an American actually fell in love with one of your maps. And I'm telling you, all I ever play is European maps. That's it. I don't like square fields. I don't like, generally speaking, I like littler fields. Like you guys all know, all of my family members know. I generally like 8 to 10 acres, but it had been so long since I've done a big field map that I said, let's do it. Let's do it. And it worked out to where our farm, like that field right there is only 15 acres. The one across the street there is only 11 acres. So, and the 83 is only 12. So we literally ended up with 3 out of the 4 fields the size that we wanted anyways to start. So it's exciting, and that's all I ever play. Like, and when I design my, build your own farms, and I understand that was the go-to thing this year. That what Farm Sim 22 decided to go with was the build your own. But I'll tell you something. Whew, I'd about got burned out on it, So I started the last 2 or 3 Let's Plays I've done has been map author intended. And that is something that I learned from Big A. So now Big A is new in the game. As for all of you who have subscribed to him and shown him some love with, you see Fury over there all the time. He's fairly new in the game, but he plays a lot like me, and he plays like himself. Like he does his own thing. Sometimes he likes to go a little faster with farming, and sometimes he goes a little more realistic. And I always tell him, do exactly what makes you happy, because if you're not happy, then your videos will show it. And I don't like to give too many shout outs, but he's been a pretty good supporter of the channel for a while. That sort of thing. And I just want people to be in this community, be happy with each other, and that's it. We had a lot of drama going around, and I'm glad that it's starting to subside. I'm glad that the adults have reined each other in. Let's go a little wider out here so I can chit-chat. Yeah, there was a couple of little immature people that were running around the community, and they've kind of stuck together, and they're doing their own thing, and that's great. Hey, like people are going to play with like people. But the adults have made their way into the community again and have stopped all that little drama that we were having. And I'm so glad, because we have the greatest, and I mean the greatest community on the planet. And I know, because what does my name say? Great Machine Gaming, and I am a member of a lot of communities. And I'm telling you right now, the Call of Duty community is toxic. Toxic. They will step on each other's head. They will do whatever they have to do to get ahead. And Farm Sim generally isn't like that, which is why I love it. Let's see if I pick up on that. Nope. And we almost went off stray there for a little bit. And I'm glad, like I said, the adults have stepped in, and it's calmed down a lot, and now people can start being putting out the content that they want to put out again, and I'm glad. I'm just happy. And my hat's off to the adults in the room that finally had put the kibosh on that stuff. And I'm excited because now we can go upward and onward and move forward. And welcome all of the brand new family members that have joined and have come in and have been part of the Fury Machine gaming experience. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. I'm getting more and more every single day of wonderful, beautiful comments. Like I said, the drama comments are gone. We don't have to... I haven't had to proofread my comments in a long time. Which is why I made Gutterball my moderator, because when I'm not there, he watches the comments. So for all of you who understand who Gutterball is, you guys know that he doesn't play games. He will not allow a negative comment. He will not allow... Now, criticism is one thing. We do allow the criticism to a point, but you have to be adult about it. I don't mind somebody saying to me, hey, why don't you try this? Or, hey, why don't you try that? But what we don't like and what we don't do on other people's channels is I don't go on there, and I wouldn't expect it to be done on mine. I don't tell them how to play. I just say whether I like it or not, or I give some advice. Like a lot of times I'll be watching a certain streamer, and I will give him advice. Whether he takes it or not is up to him. But I do. And the advice is great, and it's always given. It's always taken. But let's be professional. Let's be adults about it. Let's... You know, we all are in the same boat, and many of you who are on my family list are content creators yourself. So let's just keep the adults in the room and keep the childish drama out. And you all know that. And for those of you who are new, my name is Fury Machine. And let me explain a little bit about myself. First of all, my channel is 150% family, fun, and friendly. We don't curse. We don't swear. We don't talk about politics here. If we're going to rant, it's going to be about the game, and it's going to be about what's happening in the game. We are not here to bash other channels. We are not here to bring other people down. We have a channel here that is completely fun and friendly for your children, for your grandchildren, for your grandmothers, grandfathers, and mothers and fathers. You can bring anybody you want to watch my videos and know that you're going to get a wholesome channel. You're not going to get any cursing and any swearing. Now, have I done it in the past? Yes. Everybody's human, and it has slipped out, but I really don't do it anymore. It's been ages and ages, as my granddaughter says, eons, since her papa has sworn on or cursed on camera. So, for those of you who are new, a little backstory about myself a little bit. I grew up on a dairy farm. We had 125 head of Holsteins. And for about 30 years, I was basically a hired help from my pops. And in 2015, or 2007, I'm sorry, my pops passed away. And my mom didn't want to do it anymore, so she rented the local farm, or the farm, to a local farmer. And now he farms it with his equipment and stuff like that. Now, when Pops passed away, I got the house. I got the farmhouse. So I live in the farmhouse now, and the local farmer pays my mom basically rent to rent the farm. Okay? So every once in a while, pretty much every other day, I go out and help him. And recently, he had lost a bunch of his workers to COVID, so I was literally farming every day. So I'm still with it. I still have my dad's tractors. He uses his own equipment, and I have 3 tractors on the farm. I have a John Deere 7600, a John Deere 4640, and a John Deere 8R. And those are the 3 farms. My 4640 is my plow tractor. That's the one I plow my driveway with. I plow and what I mean by plow is snow plow. All right, let's get more of this. I plow the neighbors out. She's 95. I plow her driveway out with it. My 7600 is my baler. Well, not ours. I don't use it anymore for that. And on my page, you'll see the Farm All H series. That was my dad's tractor, who was his dad's tractor before him, and it's been passed down to me. That gets just brought out 2 or 3 times a year to get started. Change the oil, double check the grease, all the stuff in it just to make sure she's running right. And then every once in a while, what I'll do with it is hook up a flatbed hay trailer to it, and we give the grandkids hay rides on it. And it's just fun because it's it's the coolest thing in the world. She's only about 37 horsepower, but she'll pull quite a few people on it. I've actually pulled, well, then again, the kids are little, but we got a little chair on there that we put on the back so my wife can sit. And then we literally, and I grab the grandkids and I teach them how to drive the tractors. And one of my youngest granddaughters, Kimmy, she's a farm addict. She's a farm sim addict. She's a farm addict. We teach her how to tag the cows when they're born. We teach her how to, and you know, my hat goes off to John. He's the guy that runs the farm. He lets me just go in there anytime I want and teach her how to milk the cows and teach her how to do what I need to do. So the advantage to me is, and I'm retired, I'm an older guy, so I get a chance to now spend the time with my grandkids and do the things I need to do. And it's exciting for me. But I was literally helping him full time. I was stacking bales. I had about, I'd say about 1,500 hours on a GoPro, and I don't know what happened to it, but the battery first started going really dead on it really quick. And I was charging. I was trying to upload the videos from it, and it wouldn't let me extract it. Something happened. So I took it to a place, and the guy said that the recording lens, something was bad about it. So I basically have 1,500 hours of recorded real-life farming on this, but I can't get it off. Now, he did say that he can extract it and go like that, but it costs money. And, you know, being retired, I don't have a lot of money to play with. Ooh, look at him, almost done over there. Woohoo! We can send him down to 83 very quickly. But that's a little backstory about me. That's why I always say, that's why I call, here on this channel, we don't call subscribers, as I've told you guys in the past. I think it's rude. And that's just my opinion. Of all the things that YouTube could land on, subscribers just doesn't, it seems like when you say to somebody, hey, subscribe to my channel, it seems like you're saying, you know, like, here, pay this money and join my channel. Yeah, we have that, but it's members only, and that's what it should be called. It should be family members only. So I don't call you guys subscribers. I call you family members for the very reason that we are family here. We are all doing the same thing. There are many, many, many content creators, and we are all doing the same thing, so we're all in the same boat. And many of you who are real-life farmers are not content creators, but you are farmers, and so I can relate to that. So we are family members, and the most important reason is because you all know more about me than I know about y'all. So, as you just heard, I just basically told you my backstory of me and who I am, and I don't know that much about you guys. So, that's why, and I have my brother, Gutterball, who is on my Two Brothers series. For those of you who already know and watch, he is not my real-life brother, but he is close enough to my brother that he might as well be. We have been hanging out for the better part of over a year now, and we started out on Multiplayer Friday together. And I'm going to give a couple little shout-outs to South Central Wisconsin Farmer. He was a member. Mr. CC, Mr. Ranger, and Gutterball and myself were on Multiplayer Friday, and we did that week, which... a little story about that. It was Multiplayer Tuesday, and we switched it to Friday because it was much easier to get everybody there. Now, CC works for an electric company. He lives in Canada. He works for the electric company up there, and he deals, and I don't mean like your local electric company. He works for like the big guys that have the big spools and the big, you know, like the ones that make the big electric stuff, you know. That's what he does, and he got real busy. And then it was harvest time, and Wisconsin got busy. So, and then Ranger had a huge storm come through his house, and literally tear out his internet and tear out everything, and it, like, tore out his whole road. And So one by one, we had a dedicated server, and we were playing on that, and one thing led to another, and it just ended up being just Gutterball and I, and we stayed as long as we could. We just could. And then we basically said, well, let's give those guys some time and do their thing and do their ins and outs, and him and I will just kind of keep going. And him and I got real close and real close and real close. Now, someday down the line, we are going to bring back the multiplayer Friday, I do believe. I don't know yet. Not quite sure. It's hard to get everybody on the team together. But those guys are my, like, immediate family. Like, they know stuff. Like, you know, when you're playing until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and you're just talking away with your friends, they know a lot about you and you know a lot about them. So, you know, my hats go off to them. My hats go off to all of my family members, all of you guys, because we've all got stuff going on in real life. And for you guys to take the time to watch my videos and interact with me in the comments. But that's the main reason, guys, too, that I got rid of the live streams. Because when you're live, you can't control what's said and what's not. People come in and they say whatever you want. Now, you can delete the comment, obviously. You have moderators for that. You can delete the girl sites, as they call them, that come out and they do what they got to do. And we all know who those are. But for the most part, people can come in and they can be quite the little jerks sometimes and say and do whatever they want because it's live. And you're reacting to them. And the other reason I stopped the lives is because when I was interacting with the chat, which I liked, Gutterball liked it too, we just couldn't get much farming done. We were more or less stuck to like sitting in one spot and getting like a courseplay worker going, and we would just ride with the courseplay person, and then we would react to chat, which is, to me, as you see, I'm getting ready within this hour. I'm almost got this whole field limed because we're getting, and this is 36 acres. And guess what? My little worker down there with courseplay is done. So let's stop this. We'll run down here and we'll take him to field 83. Cut through the farmer's beet field here. Let's see how he did. Pretty darn good, if you ask me. Look at that. And this one, like I said, this one's only 11 acres. So as you can see, we started him. He had only had one headland done. And we had started him in this hour, and he got this whole thing done at 3 miles an hour. So you can do it. You can do it. You just got to do it right. And we didn't miss anything down there in the corner. I don't think he missed anything down here. And we'll take him. Oh, look at that. What a gorgeous job he did. What a fantastic job this little worker did on his own. As you can see, I've removed trees. I left some of them for the ambiance, but for the most part, I've removed any tree that's overhanging to where we can't see. And Briscoe's done this cool thing I want to show you. He's brought in these trees and he's put them in the middle of the hedges, which is kind of cool. Now, he does have the other one, the big ones that overhang, and the ones that were like overhanging into the field. Super realistic, by the way. Many a times I've whacked my head on a tree branch or something like that. So, but for farming purposes, we got to go down to field number 83. How can I get there from here? I think I can go down this little road here, and it comes right into my field 83. That's what I'm hoping. And then I will lime this and lime the other field off camera. Well, I'll let him finish this first. Then I'll lime this one. Ooh, that was almost a major crash counter. These tractors need a bath. I hope I can get around. I think that's... Look at, we got another little grass field here too. That's field 12. That's nice. Do I go this way? Yes. See, like that. See, when they come across the thing there, I'm just getting rid of them so that we can actually come through here quick. And I do believe field 83 is down in the corner over here. Yes, it is. Ooh, we can't go that crazy. Cray-cray. That's my grandkids would say. This is not need to be harvested, right? Okay, good. Yes. Field is 20 acres, so let's get him started, and then we'll go back up, and we'll spend the last, like, 6 minutes liming and hoping we can get that situated. Okay, so let's get him unfolded. Get him onto the field. Over in here, right about shebang, right there. Gonna boom, and we're gonna go first waypoint on this one. And temporary course. Open and close. Let's go 2 headlands. That seems to work out well for him. 8%, and generate course. And back up. And back up. And back up. And he should be able to start right from there. And he does. And off he goes. And he's going to do his thing now. Hope there's no trees in the way, because he'll do his thing. So because we're so far away, I normally would run, but that would have been took me the whole time. All right, let's see how much lime we can get done in the next couple of minutes here. 4 minutes to be exact. But yeah, what a wonderful job he's done on this map. What a wonderful job Coursplay's doing. What a wonderful job you guys are doing. Oh man, it's amazing. And it makes my job easy. When you guys are enjoying what you're watching and you're enjoying what I'm putting out, and you're commenting and you're interacting and you're fun, then it makes it fun. And it does make me miss certain things. But for now, I can't bring them back. I gotta set my cruise so my finger doesn't fall asleep on the W button. it's crazy. For those of you also that do not use a controller or do not use a steering wheel and just use WASD, my hat goes off to you guys, because my fingers fall asleep sitting there pushing up on W forever and a day. Now, Gutterball, he uses just his keyboard, and I'm like, wow, dude. I'd be setting cruise control and be like, okay, I'm going to forget about this for a while. And my son, when he plays Truck Sim, he uses WASD. Not me, I use a steering wheel. Because I'm steering wheel, pedals, and shifter. I will be bringing out some cool videos on that. That's awesome. Let's try to get to the end of this row here. And we only got, like, I'd say probably 10 more rows here, and we're done. 10 more passes. Then I'll go over and I'll lime that. By the time he's done, I'll lime that. And then I will come back here and join you guys when I'm done. And we will have episode number 6. And the next thing we do is we're going to fertilize. We're going to liquid fertilize. And I'm definitely going to utilize... I'm going to shut this off now because he's almost there. And I'm going to go to him. And I'm going to stop him. Right there. Shut him down. All right, everybody. Episode 5 is in the books. So... please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share, and hit the little notification ding ding bell so you get notified when Fury and Gutterball drop a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you watch this. And when it hits 1:30, we will be able to get out of here. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 5.5 hours. We are literally at 11 hours right now, gameplay. And we're almost ready to see. We only got a couple more steps, and we can seed all 3 fields. And I'm going to try to seed at least the big one. And then get to the other 2 fields. They're smaller. This one's 19, the other one's 15. We can harvest those in one day, because if we have to put our time at 0.5 for that day, we will. But like I said, starting in September, we're going to go 1x speed, and then we're ready to go now. We're going to go 1x speed, and we're still going to stay on 1 day months, just so it goes a little bit faster. And on that note, everybody, I love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side.